Good stuff. That's what we like to hear. Got an action-packed call lined up again today, Duncan.
Good.
Hey, just so you know, Duncan, we'll be recording that call I told you about shortly after this video. So,
okay, great.
Yeah, you're going to love it, my friend.
Good.
Well, hello and welcome, everybody. This is our Wednesday Impact 101 call. We've got an exceptional call lined up for you here today. People are piling in from all over the world. Some great announcements, great updates. You're going to hear from some great speakers. It's going to be fast and furious when we get started right at the top of the hour. So if you've just joined us, type into the chat where you're calling in from. Did you guys happen to notice number 131 is now on board?
John, you bet I did, and I can't believe it. Here I was, thought there's no way after last night I'd have to update the flags. But guess what? Lo and behold, there you go, number 131. That's unbelievable. I think with all the excitements with the two new promotions, Stars of the Week, President's Cup, it's really got people fired up, John.
That's it. Welcome to Denmark. That's for sure. The brand new country just this morning with the member and impactor. I'll tell you, it's going fast and furious, Frank. 131 of 195 countries. It's unbelievable.
Well, you're good at math. What is that in percentages, John?
I think it's about 66.23%, but who's counting?
Oh, I knew you were good at math. There you go.
That was just off the top of my head.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Now I have to go check my calculator. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Detail. All right.
131 divided by 195 is 67.17. I missed it by 1%.
Wow, that's not too bad. You did pretty good. I knew you'd be pretty close, but
I knew I'd be in the ballpark.
You betcha.
Well, again, welcome everyone. This is our Wednesday call, our international call. This is where we get many of our Europeans on, our UK team, a lot of the Aussies, people from all over the world. They're piling in from all over. We've got a great call lined up for you here today. If you'd like to go ahead, type into the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, Frank, I understand you spent a little bit of time this morning on the phone to India. What's that all about?
Well, it's been so exciting. I've been on the phone literally since this morning. I fit Duncan in for a bit there, but between that and right till this call, I've been on the call with India. They're just so fired up. They're fired up about the contest. They said after next week, just so that if there's any Americans out there and Brits out there and Wales, they think they're going to be number one for a long time after next week. So they're really fired up. So guys, I think that the competition's on. The President's Cup's got people fired up. They're sharing it like crazy. They're all excited about the mobile landing page. They're excited about, creating donations for their causes. They really got it going there. And you know what? Not taking anything away from Europe, because Europe is just doing a bang up job and they're right up there, and Duncan's just doing a super job. But the competition and the gloves are off, boys.
That's it, and I can tell you we're not happy here in Canada ending up in 4th place, so we're rolling up our sleeves. There's a new kid in town over here that's coming for everybody too.
Well, that's fantastic. Makes us Canadian boys look bad. John, we got some work to do.
We got to get after it, that's for sure. These guys are maniacs.
Yeah.
Well, again, welcome everyone. This is our Wednesday International Impact 101 call. We're about 4 minutes away from getting the call started. Great announcements today, great speakers. It's going to be a half an hour of action-packed information. We're going to start right at the top of the hour. If you've just joined us, go ahead, type into the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to hear from you.
Hey, Joe, how you doing today?
Good. How you guys doing today?
Well, it's a whirlwind, but we're having a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, good stuff, Joe. Good to have you on, buddy. Hey, Joe, just so you know, I got the images for the call, and Frank and I are going to be recording it shortly after this call.
Nice. You guys are going to be excited. I'll tell you guys that.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm chomping at the bit, I'll tell you. We'll tell you more about it on the call here today, but you're going to love what's happening there. That's for sure.
Awesome.
All right, again, welcome everybody. This is our Wednesday International Impact 101 call. People piling in from all over the world. We're so glad you made it here with us today. We're going to get started in just less than 4 minutes. At the top of the hour, we are going to roar through some information once we get started. If you've just joined us, go ahead, type into the chat where you're calling in from. Hey, Frank, what do you think of South Africa, what they're doing all of a sudden?
Well, South Africa really picked things up big time. Big time. Absolutely gone crazy. We got a couple of questions that just came on board. Just want you to stay, if there's an anonymous person that's on the call, just want them to stay on the call after we do the recording, and we'll answer your questions, not to worry. Yes, South Africa is really starting to come on. It's just been unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, looking, we can see the stats over on this end before they go up on the tickers. So the tickers will be updated soon with everything that's happened since last night. But even the Falkland Islands, Frank, right there, getting stuff done.
You know, it's just amazing how they're just, you know, all the countries are now starting to pick it up. It's just those numbers. It's just amazing, John. Simple things like, you know, a President's Cup and individual rewards and bragging rights, how people just get motivated over it, which is just absolutely phenomenal. So,
yeah, it's exciting stuff. It's good fun. Everybody's having a lot of fun with it out there. And of course, everyone's battling to be in the top 10 and battling to be number one. And, you know, it's really the bragging rights that come with that. So it's great to see. We're excited for what everybody's doing.
You bet.
Well, again, welcome everybody. This is our Wednesday International Impact 101 call. We have people piling in from all over the planet for this call here today. We've got some great announcements, some updates. We've got some great speakers going to share some wisdom with you. It's going to be an action-packed call. We're going to start right at the top of the hour, so we're just a little over 1 minute away from getting started. If you've just joined us, go ahead, type into the chat where you're calling in from. Yeah, I see they're jumping in from all over there, Frank. That's awesome. I see we got number 4 impactor in the world on the call there, Miss Rebecca Barrett. That's awesome. They're coming in from all over.
You bet. Yes. Rebecca's killing it over there in the UK. She's just driving those numbers. Great work, Rebecca.
You betcha. You betcha. They are going nuts everywhere. Well, again, welcome everybody. We're coming down the stretch. We're going to get this call started here very shortly. If you've just joined us, go ahead, type into the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to hear from you. I just got to grab some water here quick, Frank.
You bet. Yeah, we're just about 30 seconds away, guys. We're just going to get John to get some water there. We're going to get rolling. It's just everybody's piling in from all over the place. It's really nice to see everybody's support and the friendly community out there. So, John, whenever you're ready, I'll fire up the recording, my friend.
All right, I'm ready to roll, Frank.
All right, let's make this thing happen.
You betcha. All right, well, hello, everybody. John Van Dersen here from Canada. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our impactors, all of our guests from right around the world to our call here today. You know, as usual, we always put on an action-packed call, and that's what we've got for you here today, so we're going to get right to it. So first off, it is now day 70, 10 weeks old today, Impact 101, and if you can believe this, we now have impactors in 131 different countries in the world. I was talking to Frank just before the call. That's 67% of the countries in the world now have an impactor. That's happened in 10 weeks. And in just the last week, we've added impactors in the new countries of this morning, Denmark, Georgia, and late last week, Liberia. It's incredible what's happening. We've got a global stampede underway, and it's really happening for a couple different reasons. Number one, we have what the whole world is looking for. We give people the ability to raise unlimited funds for anything they want to raise funds for. Number two, we have what the whole world can do. All we do is we share the videos on our mobile landing pages and our websites. They do all the explaining for us with a high degree of success. Number three, we've got a world-class company that gives us everything that we need so we can just go out and share this with the world. Number four, we've got an outstanding group of Impact 101 members and leaders from all over the world. It's a very special community of people sharing with each other, working with each other, and helping anyone who wants to do something serious here. And number five, timing. When you've got a 10-week-old company that's already got members in 131 countries around the world, that's a clue of what's happening. That's a massive wave that you can get in front of and capitalize fully. So we've got it all going on here. We've got some great updates for you today. I'm going to bring on my good friend and the president of Impact 101, Frank Servedio. Frank, could you share all the exciting things that you, Hans, and the IT team are cooking up for us?
You bet, John. And thank you so much for the introduction. I'm just so excited. 131 countries. First of all, before we get into the updates, I want to thank everybody around the world that is sharing Impact 101. It's changing people's lives. It's changing things for their donations for whatever they need the donations for. And I'm excited. I get calls on Facebook, etc., and everybody's extremely happy. And it's a one big happy community and family. And people are reaching out and helping each other out, not only with donations, but helping them get the word around with Impact 101. And I just love the spirit that everybody's happening there. Everybody's helping each other. And it's just been a great community, a great spirit. I want to thank everybody, the leaders especially, because it starts with you guys to get that impression out there about our community and how we're all here to help each other and help raise donations for whatever you would like to donate for. All right. Well, thank you so much for that introduction, John. Let's just jump right into the updates. It's so exciting. Last week, we made an announcement about this new exciting dashboard feature where we're going to have weekly impact scores, stars of the week, President's Cup. Wow, the first week was so exciting. Countries were moving back and forth and jockeying back and forth, and it was just unbelievable, guys. And I want to thank everybody for participating and continuing to participate, because you know what? When you do participate, it will affect you and really improve your donations and your numbers and your teams and your groups. So it's just been phenomenal, and everybody's getting motivated with it, John. So it's just been terrific. Now, what I wanted you to do, John, is just start numbering off the winners. It's just been, I just want to congratulate all the winners. It's just been a phenomenal week. Thank you so much for participating. So John, take it from there, please.
You bet I will, Frank. Okay, here's our top 10 impactors for last week. In 10th place, we have Vikash from India. India making a major move. Great stuff. Number 9, we've got Sue from the US. She's doing an awesome job. Number 8, Jim from the U.S. The U.S. is really going after it. They're making it happen. Number 7, we've got Sean from South Africa. They are on the move over there. Number 6, Surendra from India. I'll tell you, watch out. India is coming for number 1. We can see what's happening. Number 5, we've got Bill from the U.S. Again, doing a tremendous job. Number 4, you all know her, awesome impactor, Rebecca from the UK. Number 3, we've got Ashwani from India, again. Number 2, we've got Heiko from Germany, making a big move. And number 1, and by a long shot, a tremendous week from a tiny little country, we've got Marie from Guadeloupe. Well done, Marie. Congratulations to all of our top 10 and to all of our impactors around the world for what they're doing. Back to you, Frank.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, and I want a special thanks to Maria. Just an awesome job there, and special thanks to everybody, not only the top 10, because it got there because of all of us. So great job to everybody. Pat yourself on the back, because it's just an awesome week, and it's just going to get better and better and better. And I just want you to know, guys, that tonight I'm going to stay up late to talk to some of these folks in India to congratulate them because they're just really stoked. So we just love talking to these folks, and they just love, doing what they're doing with the donations and sharing, and they just love the game. It's just amazing. And so they want to beat me tonight. So it's just going to be great. So, John, now we have the top 10 countries in President's Cup, which is phenomenal. And you know what? There's a couple of surprises there. Why don't you start numbing them off?
You got it, Frank. Well, number 10, Zimbabwe. Wow, are they doing a job over there? They came out of nowhere. The dark horse just going at it. It is unbelievable. Congratulations to them. Number 9, we've got our Kiwis. New Zealand, small country, growing in leaps and bounds over there. Number 8, the Netherlands. Hans and myself are proud of that, both being Dutch. They're doing a great job. Number 7, South Africa, coming on like a freight train. Number 6, we got Guadeloupe. Again, small country, just going nuts over there. Number 5, we've got our Aussie friends led by Maria Simmons down there. They are just doing a great job. Number 4, we've got our country here, Canada. We're not happy being in 4th. We're looking to climb the standings this week. Number 3, we've got the UK, led by Duncan, Rebecca, Colin, all of our team over there, Mel, just a huge team that's really going at it. Number 2, we've got India. They are on fire over there. And of course, number 1, the US. They showed us who was boss this week. They really went out and made it happen. So many strong leaders there. And I'll tell you, we're looking forward to the upcoming battle this week. Back to you, Frank.
Yeah, what a great week. And I want to thank the countries, thank the individuals. Just an awesome week. And yes, there's, Zimbabwe came out of nowhere. Great job being there in the top 10. All right. It's going to be, you know what? I can't wait for next Tuesday. It's just amazing. Everybody's now, wanting to see how the numbers work, and you're going to be able to see it live in the dashboard. And we're just going to talk about that as we go through the rest of the PowerPoint presentation. And if you like what we're doing with the President's Cup and the rewards, just give us a comment in the chat box. That just helps us making sure that we're doing things. We always do want your feedback. So thank you so much. Now, speaking of feedback, we've made some changes, and it's only for the better, and add some more points and excitements. We've made an additional points. Personally upgraded, when you personally upgrade into your new grid, you get 500 points. Now we've added also you and your inviter gets one for every grid that you move up, 500 points. So that's going to add more points to that and add a little bit more exciting. And you know what? When those points here, when it comes to individuals as they upgrade into the higher grids, it's a win-win-win for everybody. Not only as the country, the inviter, it's a motivator to get people into the higher grids that we're going to talk a lot more about in the next coming days and weeks. All right, speaking of that, we've actually put right above where your active grids are, we've actually put, in order of most impact of the grids and percentages, just so people understand where all the activity is happening. And as you can see, number 1 is the $150 donation grid. Number 2 is the $1,200. Number 3, $300 in percentages. And those percentages are live, folks. And as people start to realize that, you know what, just being in the $40, doing all that work and effort and trying to generate donations for your cause doesn't really cut it. If you really want to generate more donations for whatever your needs are, you now need to move up to the higher grids. If you, of course, you could afford it. If you can't, then you want to get there as quickly as possible, because that's where it's happening. That's where it's moving. And we're going to try to do as much as we can to identify those areas. John, do you want to touch a little bit more on that?
Yeah, absolutely, Frank. I mean, you can look at this. You can see the $40 grid is responsible for 12.47% of the donations that are going through company-wide. Okay, so that's not bad, but that's only the 6th highest percentage. You can look at number 5 is the $80 grid. It's 12.97%. So there's more percent of the donations going through the $80 grid. And you can look as you move across to the left, look at number 1, the $150 grid. Over 16% of donations, 16.44% of all donations are coming through that grid. What that means is you're doing the work, you're exposing people, get yourself in as many of these grids as possible. You'll receive more donations for doing exactly what you're doing, and you can help your people do the same thing. So really, really important to be in as many of these grids as possible, Frank.
Awesome. Thanks, John. All right. You know, some of you may not or may not know WeChat. is a Chinese multiple purpose message and social media mobile payment app, which is used in all of China. Basically, everybody has WeChat. And the reason we put this on here now, if somebody signs up from those from China, they have a WeChat and Alipay, they can now pay us that. As individuals that live in other countries, you need to have a Canadian or Chinese bank account, okay? And we simplified the way to select your payments and do your payments. We made it easier and cleaner and slicker. And these are all our payment options now, from PayPal, Stripe, Dash, Bitcoin, tokens. And you know what? If you're into the digital currency world, I'm going to tell you it's best to buy several tokens if you're building a large group, because the actual Bitcoin fees have gone up and it's a lot slower for those transactions to go through. I just wanted to throw that little plug in there. So please, if you're going to use Bitcoin, make sure you add a little bit more on the fees. And if you have several people joining, buy some tokens, because it's very easy. And then people could just sign up right away and they can get active right away. So really excited about WeChat and Alipay coming on board to help that Asian market. All right, just to show folks, I'm going to go back to that. Sorry. Oops, here we go. We're going to go. My finger got trigger happy here. All right, this is the Alipay and WeChat kind of model, just to show people that we've gone through it. We tested it all out. It works fantastic. We are totally thrilled that we have it as an option as we grow globally. We have to think about these things as we grow globally, folks. We need to put them in place so you could grow your team no matter where they are in the world. All right, want everybody to know we actually have a Hindi PowerPoint now in your resources. And speaking of the resources, folks, please go there. We're always adding things there to help you out. We now have it in a PowerPoint now in Hindi. We also have the video in Hindi, and we're going to talk about those videos, but please understand that we do have it there. You can send them a link, you can send them the PowerPoint, and it's very, very easy and user-friendly for everybody. Speaking of numbers, I am so happy and thrilled to announce these numbers, and I want to thank everybody for everything they've done to share, the donations, to share the Impact 101. Total U.S. amount in completed donations, $1.235 million, folks. That's unbelievable, and it's just growing exponentially week after week. Total donations, 16.5 thousand donations, folks. That number jumped from 11,000 because they were combined donations, not individually. So now we've got it now properly done. So 16.5 donations have been done as of today, which is phenomenal. Total page views, 3.1 million. Folks, we can't do it without all of you participating. So I want to thank everybody. You're sharing the mobile landing pages. You're doing everything right there. And I'm going to tell you, Impact 101 will be the #1 crowdfunding peer-to-peer in the world in not too distant future because of you folks. So I want to thank you there. Unique sites visit, 550,000, unbelievable. Total unique visitors based on IP address, guys, 385,000. I'll tell you, it's only going to be another month or so, if not sooner. We're going to be at 500,000, which is unbelievable. We're going up the rankings, and it's just moving every day. Just phenomenal. Languages, we have 10 of them right now: Russia, Hebrew, French, German, Portuguese, Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese, Chinese, Simple Chinese, and Hindi, folks. And it's just exciting. I want everybody to know you click on a flag if you're on your mobile landing page, and it'll take you to that language. Okay, so we're really, really stoked about that. I want everybody to know we will start the process. And then #2, it's been a lot of work to get there. We have the actual script done in Vietnamese, and that's probably going to be the next language. It's been sent to the voiceover now. And then, of course, we're working on those other 3 languages, the actual Dutch, Malay, and Thai. Those are what's on the plates right now. So we're going to continue to push forward that. Want everybody to know we're doing things in the for the overall website to be translated. It's a lot of work, but we're getting closer and closer that we can start adding translators to our site and speed those things up. So we're trying to do what we can there to, we're going to be a global crowdfunding company. We need to make sure we have everything in place. So John, why don't you explain what the Stars of the Week is and the President's Cup?
Sure. Well, you've all seen it, and if you go to your dashboard, you can click on right by the tickers, the information there. The Stars of the Week, you can accumulate points doing a whole bunch of different activities during the week. And as you do so, those points accumulate, and the top 10 impactors of the week we honor every Tuesday and Wednesday, which we did yesterday and today. Of course, you get the bragging rights. The world gets to know that you're one of the top 10 impactors. The 3 people with the highest scores we invite to speak on a training call. And the #1 impactor for the week, they get a private call with Hans and Frank and all of their team. So it's a great friendly competition to really drive for to try and get into the top 10 and lead the charge for your team. And of course, the President's Cup, we merge all the scores together from each individual country. And again, it's bragging rights, being able to show that your country is one of the hotbeds. I mean, look what's happening in India. They were number 2 last week. They're on the march here. You know, they're showing that they're a hotbed and they're on fire over there. Same with the US, same with all the top 10 and all the other countries. So it's really a friendly challenge to really drive all the action, Frank, and drive the behaviors that make everything happen for everybody.
Yeah, you know, you drove it home there. It's a friendly, you know, competition to folks, and it's nothing other than that. And it just seems to get everybody all fired up. Everybody likes these competitions, and I think it's good for everybody. And in return, what happens to all of us? We generate donations for our causes and whatever we need donations for. So it just works hand in hand and just goes beautifully with that. Now the points system is broken down there. And John, where do they find this information on the points?
Yeah, right by the grids, or sorry, right by the tickers. There's a little information symbol there. Click on that. You'll see all these different behaviors. These are the behaviors. The reason we have points on them, these are the ones that are going to move your team and move your platform ahead and increase the size of the donations and the amount of donations coming to you and your team. These are the activities that make it all happen. You can see the third one down there. If you personally upgrade into a new grid, you get 500 points, and so does your inviter. So let's say you went out today and you talked to someone and they came in with the $40 membership. Well, you get 2,000 points. And if they started with 3 grids, you get another 1,500 points, 500 for each of those grids. So I want everybody to be clear how that works. This is how you get the points, and they just keep automating, adding up and accumulating right in your back office there, Frank.
That's awesome. All right. You know, mobile landing page, folks, you know, this is dear to my heart, and I want to make sure everybody understands that there's a one-page resources. There's a couple videos on how to share it, how to use it, how to save it on your phone. There's a document how to save it on your phone. Get a QR code reader. Like, folks, I'm telling you, this is what you want to share. If you want to grow your donations, you want to share the mobile landing page with everybody and anybody you know. You can send it by email. You can send it by text. It's the best tool to send because it's your replicate tool. If they hit on the home or the logo or it's all yours. It's your replicate site. They click on the language. You can tell somebody to click on the language. So please share your mobile landing pages. Get familiar with it. And I believe people are getting better and better and used to this. So I can see that the ticks are going through. So that's fantastic. Just make sure you understand that if you're sending it to a different country, just let them know to click on the flag and the video will play in that language. If you haven't done it yourself, please go ahead and play with it. I tell everybody to make sure they understand that on the second page, if you click on the video reel, you'll get the second page where there's the second video, how do donations work, you know, what people are saying. And then the fourth one, we always update that, the most current video that we think should be on there. And please play around with the requested V card. Play around with your friends and family. See how your actual virtual business card goes back and forth. Our company sends people your email address, your phone number. So please, if you haven't done so, please request a V card from somebody else or your own so you can see how powerful that tool is. We absolutely want you to know that you get 2 of these. You get not only the template, you also get another one, customized one for any other business that your choice that you do. You're going to hear a whole lot more about that. It's extremely powerful. So please utilize the mobile landing pages. So John, are we going to bring on our guests now?
Absolutely, we are. We want to hear from some people that are making this happen around the world and are fired up. They're going to share with you how they're doing. We're going to start off in Wales in the UK. We've got one of our leaders over there who is just going crazy with that. Awesome guy. Duncan Wood, are you on the line with us?
I am, John. I'm listening intently to what's going on. Love it. Every minute.
Excellent. Well, good stuff. Maybe you can fill us in. Why are you so excited, Duncan, and how are you having so much success?
I'll tell you why I'm excited. We're 10 weeks in, 131 countries. We're in an industry crowdfunding, the hottest, well, this is not me saying this, it's the hottest billion-dollar industry in the world right now. It's the next big trend. Some are even predicting it to this system, crowdfunding, to replace the banks. And that's not me. That's companies like New York Times, CNN, the Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, you name it. So we are right now in the right industry with the right company, with the right owners, the right leaders, and we are just 10 weeks in. It's just phenomenal. All I would say to everybody, take this seriously, commit to this company. I don't care whether you do other businesses, whatever you do, just commit to it and be consistent. That's the key, consistency, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that take their foot off the pedal and are going to regret it. I mean, I'm missing out on the leaderboard. I think I was number 2, number 3 during the week, and then suddenly Rebecca steams up. Rebecca, I'm taking my gloves off. You've got a fight on your hands because I want to be there. I love this.
All right, great stuff, Duncan. Could you maybe, and I have no doubt you'll be in the top 10 this coming week. So how are you building it? How simple are you keeping it? How are you getting your success?
Well, that's the key, keeping it simple. It really is. Just steadily keep doing stuff each day. And what is that? Just speak to people. I'm copying what Rebecca does on Facebook, Twitter. I'm not brilliant at it, but I just do it consistently. And it is amazing how if you keep doing it steadily, you get people's interest. People respond back and want to know what you're doing. So consistency is the key. Keep it simple. Don't try and explain it to people. Just get them to watch the videos. When they've watched the video, the main key is to follow up, find out if they watched it. If they didn't, take it away from them. Simple as that. When I call somebody up, if they haven't had time to watch it, I just say to them, I haven't got time to chase you. If you're serious and you want to change your situation, whatever that situation is, watch that video and you call me. I am fed up. I'm not chasing people at all. I want people chasing me. And it's what's called in this industry posture. So show people posture, take it away from them if they're not taking it seriously, and move on to the next person. There's loads of people out there. The world's crying out for this. What we've got is what everybody wants, and you said it. So that's the way I do it, John.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Duncan. We really appreciate you sharing here today. We're going to shoot over to Calgary right now. We're going to hear from my business partner, a guy who's pretty fired up. Joe Mohammed, what's got you so fired up here with Impact 101?
Hey, John. Hey, thanks for having me on the call again. I'll tell you what gets me fired up is listening to Duncan Woods. I'm not kidding you. The guy's got so much passion, but just like he said, I've been on a couple of his Zoom calls in the past, and I remember him saying a few things. I did say this yesterday, that I love the fact that he understands that what's happening in the internet, a lot of things are shifting on the internet. Businesses, banking, you name it, it's shifting. Crowdfunding is the next big thing. This is what gets me excited, is that we're 10 weeks in. And when people say, well, how do you know this is going to be big? I go, well, 131 countries in 10 weeks. Are you kidding me? What more do you want to see from this? This proof is in the pudding. People are tired of being sick and tired, working for companies or doing stuff that doesn't work, or being at the mercy of other people. For once in your life, you've got total control where it's peer to peer. This is you can have any cause out there, and you can get donations sent to you for any cause. There's people out there that are making thousands of dollars, not making thousands of dollars, but receiving thousands of dollars in donations in a day, in 2 days. I mean, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. That's what got me fired up. It's just the timing that we're in. When we say this is going to be the biggest, I believe it is the biggest right now. It's going to take over the world. I don't know anything else out there that's grown that fast in that short period of time as far as countries go. It's incredible. I just love it.
That's awesome, Joe. I've got a question for you. Over the last couple days here, we put our heads together. We came up with an idea, and we're putting together a new video, which is just going to blow people away. It's called the 3-Grid Plan for Freedom. And it's all about the strategy to maximize the donations you can receive, starting with 3 grids. We're going to be recording that this afternoon, Joe. What do you think that's going to do for people's teams?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, John. I believe. I mean, what we've got right now is awesome. I mean, this is going to add to something huge. See, the thing is with people want to see what's. They want to see numbers. They want to see what's possible. They want to see, what they need to do, what they will receive for, and having this video that you guys are putting together is going to change a whole landscape, and people are really going to see this. I mean, believe me when I tell you this, everybody that I've contacted that said no or maybe whatever, I'm going to resend this new video to them, and you'll see what will happen. That's how excited I am about this, John. I mean, it's like I said, it's showing them a roadmap. It's going, okay, in order for you to go to A to B, this is what you need to do. And that's what this video is going to do for everybody. It's going to be incredible, really incredible.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to helping record that shortly after the call, and we should have that out later today to everybody. I think you're really going to like it. It's going to be a great tool. Okay, back to the PowerPoint. Let's talk about a couple things that can just really help you be very efficient. Number one, on your donation send page, you can see we've got the 6 green arrows up across the top. Make sure you follow all 6 of those steps. Do it properly, and then everything flows very, very smoothly. We've also got our videos. On the blue videos button on your dashboard, also under resources, we have every video, every recording we've ever done, all the language videos, the support videos, the training call videos. It's all right there. All you have to do is just point and click. That's how you can be efficient in building your team and your platform. Point and click and send the resources to the people so that they can see it. Then you never have to explain it yourself. These support videos, they're actually on the pages where these actions take place. There's one on the join page where you can, if someone's joining, they need a little bit of help, it's right there, walks them through it. Same on the payment methods page. It's right there. Same on the send donation page. So it's all automated. All we need to be is the traffic cops putting people through the information. So it works very, very effectively. Our Facebook group, outstanding community. If you're not part of that, you need to be a member of our Facebook group. All of the leaders, all of the key people are in there sharing a wealth of experience and knowledge, and it's just people helping people. It's a great place to be. On your dashboard, you can see here, we always talk about the 6 boxes across the bottom. That's the nerve center of your whole team. When you see one of those boxes that are lit up with a number in it, you got to do something. Get there, click on it, send the donation, confirm the donation, read the messages, because the messages are critical. It's giving you valuable information. The only box that you want there with any numbers in it is the personals box. You want to invite as many people as you can. You want that to be a big number. Now, up above, you can see the tickers. They're going to be updated here with all the new information that happened starting last night. You can see your weekly impact score, and you can see the little information button there if you want to find out what the points are all about and how you can accumulate more. So it's all right there for you. Let's move on to the grids. As we always talk about, there's 8 grids, ranging from $40 to $4,800. You saw the statistics. They're right on your dashboard in real time. You want to be in as many of these grids as you can be in. They're all separate donation streams to you, and you want your team to be in as many of them as possible as well. Let's talk about payment methods. Very important. You always want to have as many payment methods put in as possible. Just makes sense. Give people a lot of different ways that they can donate to you. You'll notice that we've added in this past week WeChat and Alipay for our Chinese members so that they can put that in there. But remember, any payment method that you don't see there, you can put in the other payment methods. In the US, they have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Google Pay, Apple Pay. You can put anything you want in there. Give people an easy way that they can make donations to you, and they'll go a lot quicker. Okay, that was from yesterday's slide. That's today's call, actually, so that's good. We've also got a huge global building training call happening on Saturday. That call is going at 5 o'clock UK time. which is 1 o'clock Eastern time in the US and Canada. We have 3 powerhouse speakers already lined up for that call. We've got Nicole Jackson from the US. We've got Colin Simmons from the UK. And we have the number 4 impactor in the world, Rebecca Barrett, is going to be on there sharing exactly what she's done. We're going to have a couple more speakers added to that as we go along. We've just reached out to the top 3 to see who can make it, who's available. So it's going to be an ideal call to give you an exact roadmap. All you have to do is copy what you hear on that call, and you can have some huge success. We always wrap up talking about the 90-day blitz. The 90-day blitz, we found in our 25 years in the relationship marketing arena, it's way easier to build fast than it is to build slow. You get into a rhythm, you develop the habits, you do consistent things every day. And what do you want to do? You want to have as many people as possible looking at the videos. Decide how many people you're going to put through the videos every day. Do it for 90 days. Teach that to your team. You will not believe how big your team get and how big the numbers get. So all that information is under Impact System for Success, the 90-day blitz in your back office. Plug into that. You can see that. I see Duncan also typed into the chat. There's a presentation tomorrow night at 8 o'clock UK time. So that's, I got to do my math here quick. That's 4 o'clock, I think, Eastern time. You can get the information in the Facebook groups. Duncan does an unbelievable presentation. Plug into that, plug in with your people, and you'll have great success. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the call. As we always say, let's keep it simple. Let's think big. Let's think global. Let's always use the tools, and let's go impact some people. Have fun, everybody. Thanks for being on the call.